If you have surfed anywhere on the internet, you know memes are everywhere. What used to be some inside jokes between users on a BBS has spread to encompass the rest of the internet. Tumblr, Facebook, YouTube, and even major news sites are now drowning in memes. Memes can range from hilarious and genius to amusing to just bad and unfunny. So today I will look at the top 13 memes 2013 brought us. The criteria is based upon my personal preferences of what is amusing or funny, how common derivatives were, and prevalence. For this reason, despite being huge, spoilers, Flappy Bird will not make this list. It was more a phenomenon than anything, and I have not seen many notable fan-made references to it. So remember how last year, half of your friends' list either had equal signs or crosses on a red background? Yeah, it was dumb and totally unnecessary. Obviously, changing your profile picture is the only thing that will bring equal rights to all humans. However, what was funny were the people who made their own reference-based versions. Never mind that the Daleks were based on Nazis, so that would pretty much be in support of exterminating homosexuals if taken seriously. Some are actually a little offensive, and I will not show these here. Instead, sit back and see some of the best and most clever variations of this gay rights movement. I'll meet you back at number 12. I need to go do a thing. This meme came about at the Xbox One reveal. Not the first Xbox, the third one. You know, because Microsoft has always failed at numbering schemes. Anyway, during their trailer, they talked about not doing the easy thing, but doing the right thing. Then they proceeded to talk about how the new hardware could allow them to do so much more, and how they wanted this year's iteration to be very emotional and story-driven. Then they revealed that the game has dogs. You get to command and use a dog! Pretty standard launch game propaganda. Every platform has developers say their hardware opens all kinds of possibilities. A lot of viewers found it amusing to reveal a dog after trying to hype that much. So even though you probably ignored their presentation, you still ended up seeing all the memes featuring the dog character nicknamed Collar Duty. They made this dog very memorable, or a meme. So early last year, Time magazine sent out a little issue where the cover story was how the mid-90s generation and on is lazy, selfish, and entitled. Not even acknowledging Gen Y, cause hey, it's already too late, they've all hit 20 and they are hopeless. There's a huge backlash in response to this, and Gen Y and millennials made many sarcastic covers mocking the story. I really liked this, not because it's funny, but because I'm in the unique position of having gotten a taste of what the millennials are getting. There's this thing where jobs are very scarce and experience is very important. If a Gen Y or a millennial applies for a job, if they're competing with anybody who has been able to amass any experience or has just lied, they will never get it. Probably going to be an episode about the whole employment thing alone. Anyway, the economy has been bad for everybody, and the past few generations have a restless hop from job to job mentality, so there usually is competition. Gen Y is either incredibly depressed or incredibly independent. and I suspect the millennials will follow suit. If reliable work is scarce, then we just have to make our own job and pave our own path, no matter what it takes or costs. It is extremely ageist to pin all of a society's problems on an age group, and part of the backlash includes blaming the baby boomers. In all honesty, it is not all their fault. Sure, this generation's parents and grandparents sat by and let things get to this point, raising no objections to anything except for Vietnam. Save a small number, they did not actively lead the American society down this path. They resigned themselves to having no power and watched it happen. So they are at fault to an extent. The ones truly responsible are those who campaigned to serve, yet served only themselves, and the ones who stumbled Kramer style into success rather than setting out, seizing success, and actually earning it. If success is not earned, it has a tendency to spoil, and this whole blame shifting has existed as long as America has. As this cover reminds us, to Europe, the founding fathers were selfish, lazy degenerates. Wow, this meme episode took a very serious turn. The point is the future and direction of this country is in our hands. Forcing a generation to make their own paths only makes them capable of anything. How about a quick one before this video gets too long? Last year there was this little song that was mildly popular. Interestingly, older people were the ones that really got into this song and made all the parodies. And they listen to those feelings you get when you have a friend over and your parents try to act cool and hip. Then when you leave, your friend says, "Don't ever invite me over again if your parents are there." And you were like, way ahead of you. Why can't they just be themselves? You know how you feel when they act like that? That is what the parodies were like for the most part. These are some of the derivatives I found most entertaining. I have a secret. I was like 4 before I realized that L, M, N, and O were different letters in the song. I didn't count the letters. I thought L, M, and the others were in there somewhere, and there was this secret 27th letter that was never seen, only mentioned. This is the kind of things you'd be able to put on a meme thanks to Confession Kid. I find it pretty amusing, and it's almost nostalgic and less embarrassing to know you weren't alone in dumb thinking as a kid. I mean, I think everybody initially thought their mom pooped them out, and they didn't try to figure out how a stork fit into that. Probably a good thing. This meme originated from a photo Obama flicked after people questioned his claim of shooting regularly. It was quickly picked up and edited to change the location, weapon, and all kinds of details. Partially in defiance to Obama's request for it to not be edited and turned into a meme. Either way, editing a picture slightly sometimes can strike a comedy chord. Swapping a gun seems to work very frequently. Whoa, wait, that's how Dick Cheney shoots! The song that carried an entire children's movie, or that's what you'd think. The Fox comparatively was underground, and similarly, a lot of the parodies suck. Not as many though. But I'm still waiting for a cover sung by Donald Duck. And why not nuke a snowman while we're at it? There were a lot of song memes in 2013. One in particular was taking Taylor Swift's I Knew You Were Trouble and adding goats and all number of different sounds. Again, here are some of the ones that amused me the most. Also in 2013, there was a resurgence in dressing dogs in clothes. However, this was different. The dogs were put in actual outfits and looked sharp. Often the dog is a Shibu and is wearing dress clothes, however occasionally the dog may be dressed like a hobo. In 2013, playthroughs of this game became very popular due to the intentionally clumsy controls for a task as fine as doing surgery. The concept alone is ridiculous, but it specifically allows for very unique commentary. Every playthrough you watch is a totally unique experience. No, Lung, you're coming out right now. It's just like fishing for a puffer fish. You just gotta keep pulling though. Did I just break his bones removing his lung? Oh well, he won't need his kidney again. I mean lung. Hammer time! Okay, wait. Let me try that again. Man, this is what you get shucking a stick of butter. Why was I shucking butter anyway? The table ate my hammer! Now I know where my boxers went the other day. Fine, I'll just use the radio. Maybe the power is in the antenna. Okay, I'm just gonna go for the saw. Wish me luck. No, get back here, you slippery little bugger! Ah! I should have known shooting Novakin in my hand was a bad idea. Sorry kids, Buzz Lightyear's gone forever. No hammer or saw, and the radio's crap? Guess I just have to murder him. With tweezers. Leslie, I want you to know I'm only killing you because I love you. Please don't tell Jesus I accidentally sawed your ear off. Leslie, you're alive! I won't kill you again. Kidneys, go away! I don't like your color. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a knife and stir around the bones and kidneys. That's gonna work. Ow, my finger's in your kidney! Get it off! Get it off! Okay, now we have to clean up these bones. Here, have a bone. You have a bone too. It's always nice having dogs in the operating room with you. That's why I became a vet. Ooh, that worked well stirring up his bones. All those cut arteries and no blood was lost. Darn, it's still attached somewhere. Toys these days. Before we finish this, his chest looks empty without spleens. Let's just add something. Did I just fling his new heart to Sparky? No, I didn't. Good. Just drop this here and he should be able to walk it off and make a full recovery. I don't even think any morphine is in order. Back to serious. This makes it to number 3 because I was pleasantly surprised Snowden gained the public support in the form of memes. Regardless of whether he was right revealing what Bush started and Obama thought, let's let this stay and not tell the citizens cause they might be happier not knowing. It shows that people are considering that it is possible the government could be wrong, and they are thinking very critically. Were Bush and Obama wrong? Does that justify Snowden? Very high level thinking about a morally gray subject. When the Smash Brothers trailer opened, we all saw the villager receiving his mail. And then the villager comes to town. With the calmly murderous look of a psychotic serial killer. While others fight with a grimace, he fights with a smile and a glare. He never blinks. He's always watching. And if you shoot him, he'll just grab your shot, place it in his pocket, and then nail you when you're least expecting it. This meme was super popular for a short time, but I absolutely love this meme because it fits so well. I personally like this over the number 1 meme, but you'll have to wait and experience all of that sweet murder the villager has planned. Maybe if you're nice, he'll share the great ninja stew he's going to make this summer. Or maybe he'll add you. He doesn't show a change in emotion as he calculates how to kill an ape and dispose of the body, though he surely has an organ racket going with Crazy Red and Nook. This meme absolutely blew up last year. That little fluffy dog, Comic Sans all around him. My first exposure to Doge A, or Dog E, was the picture of his head on a Twinkie, and I laughed out loud. Literally, not figuratively. After that, I didn't like Doge A, and I found it dumb. Yet somehow I kept referencing it. Such meme-worthy, so memorable. Wow, much opportunities. How Doge. That's why Doge is number one. It is the kind of meme that sticks with you even during the stage when you hate it, and eventually you come to love it. It's like the story of a man's relationship with his penis. Plus it just got so huge. So we've covered 2013, but what memes does 2014 hold for us? I'm sure you have some guesses, but you'll have to wait and see.